We want to try to turn UD Arena into the Cintas Center. So I'm challenging, all the Xavier fans to, figure out a way to get tickets. Go on StubHub, go on the black market. Whatever you got to do. Legally, get those tickets in your hands and get some Xavier blue in that place. It would really freshen up UD Arena.
Welcome back on this Selection Sunday edition of Meyer Sports of All Sorts. And, we're going to start to go region by region, help you fill out the brackets tonight. Let's start in the West, where Arizona is the #1 seed. You'll see Gonzaga and Oklahoma State, an 8 and a 9. Baylor and Nebraska will meet in a first-round game. Wisconsin, the #2 seed in the West. Let's start with your thoughts, Terry. Let's start at that end.
I don't think it's not too many upsets. I do have BYU beating Oregon, and that's the only upset I have in that first round. I have Creighton doing some damage. I have Creighton going all the way to the Final Four. I think this is going to be the year that Doug McDermott. I love to see our best players play in the last couple of games. This is his last game. He has had a legacy career, 7th all-time leading scorer in college basketball. I think he will do whatever it takes, because when you have guys that have been great for a long time and you realize this is your last go-round, I think we're going to see an epic performance out of him, and his dad will do everything he can to run the offense through him, continually to run the offense through him. But I think you'll see, because they're a senior-laden team, they won't get flustered when other teams make runs. I like Creighton in this, and I like San Diego State, but I like Creighton to come out of this region.
Ralph?
I took Zona coming out. I had Zona against Creighton in the final game in the West region before Arizona goes to the Final Four. I like Baylor, Creighton. Wisconsin is the key for me in this one, John, because Wisconsin could easily sneak out of this division if they're hitting threes. Their defense, they're very sound. Bo Ryan's played this tune before, and he's really good at it. The last time they went to the Final Four, they came out of the West region. So I think, the sleeper team in there is Wisconsin, but I got Arizona going all the way.
Yeah, I know Arizona's a great team. I know Creighton's a great team. I do have Wisconsin coming out here. I just think somehow, some way that Bo's going to kind of make his, his big interest this year into the Final Four. It's eluded him in the past. Wisconsin certainly tough tested out of the Big Ten, and I think this is the year that they finally break through.
Carl from Dent writes, how does unranked UCLA, who lost to 4 non-tourney teams, get a 4 seed over UC, who's ranked and lost only 1 non-tourney team? That should be SMU. I know they won the Pac-12 tourney, but come on, UC should be 4 in the Midwest with a much better draw. I guess let's refer to that and compare to UCLA.
Well, you talk about it. In the tournament, nobody's going to like the draw every year unless you're a top 4 seed. And then in the case of Louisville, you really don't like it. But it's a clean slate. It's a clean slate, regardless of UC got a 5 and UCLA got a 4. Obviously, they have more respect for UCLA and their heritage than UC and their heritage. The way you shut all this up is that you wait until the Sweet 16 and you see how many of those teams that are still around that got the higher seed, how many of those that were slighted and got a heavier seed, 10, 9, 10, how many of those are around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Louisville certainly can argue that they should have been, they should have had a better seed. Michigan State can certainly argue that they could have had a better seed. A lot of people are picking them to win the whole thing. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to beat somebody really good, in order to make it to the Sweet 16 and beyond. And, whether you're a 1 or a 4 at that stage, it really doesn't matter a whole lot.
We'll move to another bracket right after the break. Give us your dark horse. Give us your upset special. Give us your game or your player that you think is going to stand out. 749-9999. Right now it's time for